Hey everyone and welcome back. I'm Mike, and with me today is Karen. We're going to be diving deep into another common mistake that can really make or break a hotel.
That's right, Mike.
We're continuing our exploration of the blog series, 50 Mistakes, Why Most Hotels Fail and How You Can Succeed.
Yes, by Arun Kumar Raman.
Exactly.
And today we're focusing on something that might seem internal at first glance, but it has a massive impact on your guests' experience and your hotel's bottom line: staff motivation.
Okay, let's unpack this. Arun Kumar Raman, in his blog, calls this mistake number 9, not incentivizing staff. He argues that overlooking staff motivation is like leaving money on the table and getting bad reviews to boot. Karen, it's funny how often we as guests remember the staff more than we remember, like, the fancy amenities.
Absolutely. Think about it. When was the last time a hotel truly wowed you? Or conversely, left you with a bad taste in your mouth? Chances are the staff played a significant role in shaping that memory.
For sure. Arun Kumar Raman points out in his blog that unmotivated staff leads to inconsistent service, negative online reviews, and high employee turnover. And in today's digital age, those online reviews can make or break a hotel.
It's a recipe for disaster, Mike. And as Arun highlights in the blog, the cost of ignoring staff motivation goes far beyond just those three issues. It's about the ripple effect. Unhappy guests share their experiences, your hotel's reputation takes a hit, and you're constantly spending resources on recruiting and training new staff.
Yeah, it becomes a vicious cycle. And Arun actually shares a fascinating story in his blog about a resort in Coorg, India, that was facing these exact challenges. Guests were complaining about the service, staff seemed disengaged, and their online ratings were plummeting.
It's a scenario that many Indian hotel owners might find all too familiar, unfortunately. What's
Right.
interesting about this case study, Mike, is that the management realized the issue wasn't a lack of skill or training. Their staff were capable, they simply weren't motivated.
Right. As Arun details in the blog, it was a morale problem. The staff didn't feel appreciated or valued, so they weren't going that extra mile that makes all the difference in hospitality.
Exactly. So the resort decided to experiment with a simple incentive program. And the results, as Rin mentions, were remarkable.
They implemented a few key things, right? Arun outlines in his blog a system of monthly rewards for employees who consistently receive positive feedback from guests. They also introduced small perks like gift cards, public recognition for achievements, and even extra leave for exceptional performance.
What's fascinating here is that these incentives weren't extravagant or expensive. They were thoughtful gestures that demonstrated to the staff that their hard work was being noticed and appreciated.
And that, I think, is the key takeaway here. It's not always about throwing money at the problem. It's about creating a culture of appreciation.
Absolutely. When we feel valued, it naturally boosts our morale. And that translates into better performance. Whether you're a waiter in a restaurant or a housekeeper in a hotel, it's basic human psychology.
And as Arun points out in his blog, this Coorg resort saw a dramatic improvement in their guest satisfaction scores and online reviews after implementing this incentive program. Guests specifically started praising the friendly and attentive service, which, let's be honest, is gold for any hotel.
It's a powerful example of how a relatively small investment in staff motivation can lead to a significant return on investment.
Okay, so Arun doesn't stop there. He actually lays out a 4-step plan in his blog that any hotel, regardless of size or budget, can use to start motivating their staff more effectively.
It's a practical roadmap, Mike, that any Indian hotel owner can adapt to their specific context.
And the first step, according to Arun, is to recognize effort. This could be as simple as publicly acknowledging small wins during team meetings, celebrating a guest compliment, or even just giving a heartfelt thank you to a staff member who went above and beyond.
These seemingly small gestures can go a long way in creating a positive and encouraging work environment.
The second step that Arun Kumar Raman highlights in his blog is to reward top performers.
And this doesn't necessarily have to involve grand prizes or elaborate schemes. The key is personalization. Find out what your staff truly values. Maybe it's a gift certificate to a local spa, a free meal at a popular restaurant, or even just an extra day off to spend with family. The point is to make it meaningful to them.
I love that. It makes me think about all those times I've received generic corporate gifts that just end up gathering dust. It's the thought and effort that truly resonates.
Exactly. And when it comes to recognizing and rewarding staff, it's that genuine appreciation that will truly motivate them.
Now, step 3 in Arun Kumar Raman's plan, as detailed in his blog, is to encourage healthy competition among your staff.
This is where you can get creative. Arun Kumar Raman suggests designing contests around just feedback, perhaps challenging your team to see who can gather the most positive reviews, or resolve desk issues most effectively in a month.
I can see how that could be really engaging for the staff. It adds an element of gamification to their work, which can be a powerful motivator.
And importantly, this type of competition, when done right, fosters a spirit of collaboration and teamwork. It's not about pitting employees against each other, but rather encouraging them to strive for excellence collectively.
Absolutely. A little friendly competition can be a great way to boost morale and create a more dynamic work environment.
Now, the fourth and final step that Arun Kumar Raman emphasizes in his plan is providing growth opportunities for your staff.
And I think this is crucial in any industry, but especially in hospitality. Employees need to feel like they have a path for advancement, a chance to learn and develop their skills.
Precisely. Arun Kumar Raman talks about implementing regular training programs that go beyond just the basics. He suggests offering specialized training in areas like customer service, conflict resolution, or even language skills, which can be invaluable in the Indian hospitality context.
And I imagine that providing clear career paths within the hotel would be a huge motivator for staff.
Absolutely. Showing your employees that there's room for growth, that they can progress from entry-level positions to supervisory or managerial roles, demonstrates your commitment to their long-term success.
It's about investing in their future, which in turn benefits your hotel's future.
Exactly. And Arun Kumar Raman actually addresses a few common concerns that hotel owners might have when it comes to incentivizing staff. For example, some might worry about the financial implications, especially smaller hotels with tight budgets.
I can see that being a concern. Not every hotel has the resources to implement lavish reward programs.
That's true, Mike. But as Arun Kumar Raman emphasizes in his blog, it's not always about the money. Often the most effective incentives are those that show genuine appreciation and care for your staff's well-being.
So what are some low-cost or even no-cost ways to motivate staff? Any suggestions based on Arun's blog?
Arun Kumar Raman suggests things like offering flexible work schedules whenever possible, especially for employees with families or other commitments. He also talks about creating a culture of open communication where staff feel comfortable sharing their ideas and suggestions.
That makes sense. Creating a work environment where employees feel heard and valued can go a long way in boosting morale.
Another concern that Arun Kumar Raman addresses in his blog is the fear that some staff might simply not respond to incentives. Maybe they've become jaded over time, or have had negative experiences in the past.
What's the advice for hotel owners in that situation?
Arun Kumar Raman suggests digging deeper to understand the root cause of the issue. It's important to remember that every employee is different, and what motivates one person might not work for another.
So it's about tailoring your approach to the individual.
Exactly. Arun Kumar Raman talks about the importance of getting to know your staff on a personal level, understanding their aspirations, and identifying what truly drives them. Perhaps it's the opportunity to learn new skills, take on more responsibility, or even simply have a more stable and predictable work schedule.
It's about recognizing their individual needs and finding ways to align those with the hotel's goals.
Absolutely. And Mike, it's interesting to revisit that Coorg Resort success story that Arun Kumar Raman highlighted in his blog. Their achievements extended far beyond simply happier employees and better service.
It's about that ripple effect, right?
Exactly. Arun Kumar Raman describes how their improved service led to more satisfied guests, which of course resulted in those all-important positive online reviews.
And those positive reviews, in turn, boosted the resort's reputation and attracted even more bookings. It became a virtuous cycle of success.
It's a perfect example of how investing in your staff is ultimately an investment in your hotel's overall success.
Karen, this whole conversation really underscores a crucial point that Arun Kumar Raman makes in his blog. A motivated team is a high-performing team. They're more engaged, more productive, and more likely to go above and beyond for your guests.
And in the hospitality industry, those extra efforts are what make all the difference.
They are the difference between a good stay and a truly memorable one.
Exactly. So for any Indian hotel owners listening, I think the key takeaway from Arun Kumar Raman's blog is to start thinking about how you can foster a culture of appreciation within your hotel. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant or complicated.
Small, consistent gestures of appreciation can have a profound impact.
Absolutely. And remember, Happy staff equals happy guests, which equals a thriving and successful hotel.
Yeah, it really does. Creating that environment where your staff feel valued and motivated.
Absolutely. And one thing that struck me from Arun Kumar Raman's blog was the importance of understanding the nuances of employee motivation. He suggests looking beyond simple financial incentives and considering other factors that might be at play.
Like what, specifically?
Well, Arun Kumar Raman talks about the significance of providing opportunities for personal growth and development. He suggests that hotels consider offering workshops or training programs that align with employees' individual interests or career aspirations, even if they're not directly related to their current roles.
That's an interesting perspective. It's about nurturing their overall growth as individuals,
Yeah.
not just their skills as employees.
Exactly. And this approach can actually be a win-win for both the employee and the hotel. Employees feel more engaged and fulfilled in their work, and the hotel benefits from a more well-rounded and versatile workforce.
So it's not just about teaching them how to make a perfect bed or mix a cocktail. It's about investing in their overall development as a person.
Exactly. It could be a cooking class for someone interested in culinary arts, a public speaking workshop for someone who wants to improve their communication skills, or even a basic computer literacy course for those who want to enhance their digital capabilities.
Yeah, it's about recognizing their potential and providing them with the tools they need to grow, both personally and professional.
Precisely. And this ties back to what we were discussing earlier about offering clear career paths within the hotel. It's not just about promotions or salary increases. It's about creating a culture where employees feel empowered to learn, evolve, and contribute in meaningful ways.
You know, it makes me think about those hotels where you can just sense the staff's enthusiasm
Yeah.
and genuine care. It's
Yeah.
palpable.
Right. And that's the kind of environment that guests respond to. They can feel the difference when the staff are genuinely invested in their experience.
Yeah, it's contagious, that kind of positive energy.
Absolutely. And I think Arun Kumar Raman really hits the nail on the head when he says that investing in your staff is ultimately investing in your hotel's success. It's not just a feel-good HR initiative, it's a smart business strategy.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today, Karen. I have to say, this deep dive into Arun Kumar Raman's blog has really been insightful. It's given me a whole new perspective on the importance of staff motivation in the hospitality industry.
Me too, Mike. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day operations of running a hotel, but we need to remember that our staff are our most valuable asset.
They are the face of our hotels, the ones who create those lasting impressions on our guests.
And as Arun Kumar Raman reminds us, a motivated and engaged team is the key to a thriving and successful hotel.
So to wrap things up, if there's one key takeaway for our listeners today, it's this. Don't underestimate the power of appreciation. It can make all the difference in creating a happy, motivated, and high-performing team.
And remember, even small gestures can go a long way. A sincere thank you, a public acknowledgement of a job well done, or even just a simple act of kindness can have a ripple effect that transforms your hotel's culture. And ultimately, it's success.
Well said, Karen. And a big thank you to Arun Kumar Raman for sharing his insights in his blog series, 50 Mistakes, Why Most Hotels Fail and How You Can Succeed.
It's a valuable resource for anyone in the hospitality industry, especially here in India.
Absolutely. And to all our listeners out there, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it valuable and insightful.
We'll be back soon with another episode exploring more crucial insights from Arun Kumar Raman's blog series. Until then, keep those hotel insights coming.